So the winch is a critical piece of gear on a modern sailboat, and winches basically fulfill three real functions. The first one is quite simple. If I wrap a winch around this crazed surface with a line, I get mechanical resistance. It allows me to hold a line under huge pressure simply by using the friction of the drum. So that's the first thing a winch does. Second thing a winch does, if I stick a winch handle in here, it gives me mechanical advantage. And there are all kinds of winches. Most of the modern ones are 2-speed. So if I crank in one direction, it goes fast, but it's harder to spin around. If I go in the other direction, it goes slow, but it's much easier. And you can determine which way to go depending on how strong you are, and really, you don't want to strain yourself doing it. The third thing that these modern winches do is they add a self-tailing ability. So in the older winches that didn't have this arrangement on the top, I would always have to hold the resistance whilst I was grinding, or get somebody else to hold it whilst I was grinding. The self-tailing arrangement now enables you to single-handedly grind and tail at the same time. So once you've got the line around the winch, you go around 3 to 4 times, and I always say over the silver and into the groove. And in the groove, now as I grind that winch, it's going to spit out and tail for me. There's lots of ways you can injure yourself on a winch. Get your fingers caught in a slipping line. I always say to people, look, I've been sailing for 50 years and I still have all 10 fingers and thumbs. And the reason is because when I was very young, a guy taught me what I call winch etiquette. When you're pulling a line, if say you're doing a tack, the optimum is to have a couple of wraps to pull through the tack. You'll get the sail over, the jib sail over, and then the trick is to keep the pressure on this crazed surface to stop the line slipping. As you do so, you always want to hold your hand this part out like that. Never do this, always do that. And it feels a bit odd when you load a winch. I've now pulled my jib sail in, it's under pressure, I must keep tension on it, but at the same time I'm trying to wrap another couple of wraps because I want to grind it. So I go around, keeping it under tension and around, keeping it under tension. I've added 2 wraps over the silver and into the groove. It's now ready to grind that jib sail in to the optimum position, either fast in this direction or slow in that direction.